Hello, Aries. How are you? My name is Danielle and welcome to Moonlight Intuition. This is going to be a general reading for you today. If you are new to my channel, hello, welcome. I'm a pretty new channel, I have to say. This is just my second reading for Aries. If there are messages that resonate with you in this reading, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. All these little things just help me kind of get the messages out there to other Aries souls as well here on YouTube. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, all the information for that is in the description box below the video. So let's see what we got. Two cards already kind of came flying out for you. Ooh. Okay, Aries. First of all, happy Pisces season. We're in a watery season, which means we are at the end of the energetic year, which means the energetic year begins in March with you. Aries season in mid-March, around like March, whatever it is, 19th, 20th, 21st or so, is Aries season. It's the spring equinox. It's the start of the energetic year. So just if you didn't know that, to me, I feel like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day is such BS. It's like January 1st, new year, new me. No, you're like, I'm broke. I gained weight. I'm freezing. I'm pale. I'm like, the weather is horrible. It's dark. It's like, it's a bit of an illusion, if you ask me. The energetic year, I think the spring equinox, Aries season, is the real new year because finally winter is over. So it's like on the upswing from here on in. So with that said, we have the Nine of Cups reversed for you. We have the King of Swords reversed. And you also got a wild card last week. This particular tarot deck I have, the artist or the creator of this deck, included two kind of wild cards that are not in traditional tarot. And you got the other one. Last week you got kind of that like lovery one. And this week you got this. Okay. This is very relevant to Pisces season. So the Nine of Cups. The Cups is the element of water. We are in Pisces season, which is the element of water. Now, Pisces season, again, it's the end of the energetic year. Pisces is all about, Pisces is ruled, like the archetype of Pisces is the fish, which means the fish is always underwater. And so being underwater, it's like, it's another world, right? And I was reading something on Moon Omens the other day. If you don't follow Moon Omens on Instagram, just follow them. It's an incredible account. And they refer to Pisces season as a liminal space. And I really liked that. Because, okay, Aries, if you start the energetic year, and the thing with Aries as well, right? You're kind of you kick off the entire zodiac wheel. So that's why you really are kind of, I like to say, like the older sibling in astrology, because you're the first. Like you can't look like I'm Cancer. So I can, in theory, like look back and be like, okay, what did Aries do? What worked? What didn't work? What did Taurus do? What worked? What didn't work? What did Gemini do? What worked? What didn't work? But to you, you're the first. But by the time we arrive at Pisces season, it's like we've all been through it all at this point. We've gone through the other 11 zodiac signs. We've gone through all the joys, all the hardships, all the misses, all the wins, all the, like we've been through it all at this point. So it's almost like in this last season, it's less a time of, it's not really a time of like conquering much of anything. And Aries, you are a conquering energy, if I had to peg it as something. Pisces season is kind of a time to sit back and kind of reflect on the year. What worked, what didn't. Most importantly, it's a time to clear the cache, clear the cookies of emotional baggage that no longer serves us. Because when your season begins, and Pisces is a mutable sign, and the mutable signs are very adaptable. I like to say like the mutable signs are kind of the breakdown before the next breakthrough. And the mutable signs are the 4 signs that end all the seasons. So it would be what? Gemini. Why did I try to do this off the top of my head? But anyway, like the signs that end the 4 seasons. I do know them. I'm just too tired right now. But like Pisces ends winter. And also ends the entire zodiac wheel. And so this card, This is kind of like, I feel like this is kind of you, like all these cups is all, in this case, it being reversed, let's say it's maybe some emotional baggage or emotions that you've really pushed down. I feel like this is you kind of trying to hold it together for one last hurrah. Like, it's like you're the kind of levee trying to hold, you know, the influx of everything that has yet to be expressed, yet to be loved, yet to be, you know, forgiven, yet to be cared for, yet to be nurtured. Because you are, I think, like Aries, I feel like you're a very stoic energy. And we love that about you. You really are. Like, I feel like maybe I said this in the other video, but I feel like Aries, like you really are like pioneer energy. You're like, I'm going to get shit done. But it's like, it's not really a time. So you fall in the masculine signs, and that doesn't mean gender. Like the masculine energy is kind of, it's like action. I like to call it like a conquering energy. You're like, I'm going to go out and do this, do that. But there's also the flip side. Think of a yin yang, yin yang, whatever. The other side of that is the feminine energy, which the water signs and the earth signs fall into that category. So like the air signs and the fire signs fall in the masculine energy. So the conquering energy, again, has nothing to do with gender. And the feminine signs fall into the more receptive, like intuitive, imagination category. One is only benefited by allowing for the other. So if I feel like, are you more in your conquering energy and at this point kind of conquering anything and everything, right? It's like, if you're not taking time to like rest, take care of yourself, slow down, do nothing, get support, you can't hear your own guidance or intuition. Therefore, you don't know, you can't hear what you're meant to conquer next. So I feel like you're maybe at a point that you're just like conquering, and you can kind of feel yourself trying to hold it all together. And meanwhile, what is suffering? Like at what cost, right? Maybe it's your physical health. Probably, maybe your mental health, emotional health, maybe even some of your interpersonal relationships, right? Because when you're kind of in an Aries too, you're ruled by Mars. So it's like that fast and hot anger. So that can come out more often when you're out of balance. So I feel like you're not someone who often considers, okay, my throat chakra, this will be relevant to this card. This is communication. I feel like, have you ever considered, like, I feel like you assist a lot in life and you're like, I got this, you need help, I'm gonna go do this, I can do that. Have you ever considered that perhaps you as well deserve love, support, nurture, right? Because you do. And Pisces season really is about, it's not meant to frighten you, but it's like when you feel these impulses to react to kind of when your shadow is trying to present itself, right? When I'm like, I'm feeling hurt, I'm feeling unloved, I'm feeling underappreciated, I'm feeling blah, blah, blah. Compassion is the antidote to all of this. Not wasting your energy with, like, not spewing out your fire out there, which your fire is your energy and you only have so much in a day. I got super triggered the other night, old emotional stuff that I'm like, and it was very intense. For me, it was like in the middle of the night too. You know how the middle of the night brain is a different brain from the daytime brain? So I did I just looked up in the middle of the night. I was like, okay, instead of doing what I would usually do, which is like reaching out to a certain person, like freaking out or whatever, it's like, I'm going to look up a meditation for compassion. And it was very powerful because these spaces of like our own reactions, it's kind of like our inner bully in a way, you know? And it's like, think of a real bully. If you're like, kind of like spewing out your fiery energy instead of taking care. It's kind of like if a bully comes to you and you kind of taunt it or even run away, right? If a bully comes to you and you run away, the bully's just going to keep chasing you. And if you taunt it even, that'll just get worse. Imagine if people sat with a bully and was like, I totally get it. Like, your parents, you had a tough upbringing, and, you know, what do you need? Do you want to just go for a walk? Like, do you want to, you know? So it's like, maybe you need to name this part of you that's hanging on to so much, because at the end of the day, this part of you needs love. This part of you isn't angry. This part of you is wanting to be loved and cared for just as much as you care for everyone else. Pisces season is about finally looking in. Stop trying to control everything out there, because you have no control and you never did. And I think since the pandemic, I think maybe before the pandemic, you had like an illusion. A lot of us did, all of us did, but in your own way, in your own Aries way, you had an illusion that you had true autonomy over your life by being like, this is this way, that's that way. Why are you doing that? And then the pandemic really illuminated that everything is finite. We have no control. And this is really an opportunity for you, Aries, to gain true autonomy of your own life by finally looking in and being like, what do I need? Like, I love so much. And why don't I think I deserve the same? Right? And so this card, the King of Swords being reversed, I think it's kind of like the more you kind of ignore the inner bully, ignore the, you know, or taunt the inner bully, or even enable the inner bully, how your words come out is not how you're meant to lead. I think you're actually meant to be like, Aries, you could be like anything. You could be a public speaker in any capacity, whatever career, or even within your household. But it's like when you kind of let your shadow spew out of you in this way, instead of looking in and being like, okay, the only thing I can control is me and how I respond and react to things, right? Your words are coming out. It's almost a waste. Let's say you only have 100 words a day. We have more than that, but your words are coming out like, well, yeah, well, whatever, like this, then your words are gone. That's it. You've wasted your energy. You've wasted your words. And you are meant to lead, my friend. This is the truth. This is like the swords energy. It's like swords is the element of air. And again, that's another masculine sign, so like a conquering sign. And it's like the King of Swords is the master of his or her suit, doesn't matter of the gender. It's like cuts through the bullshit, right? It's like your words are crystal clear. Your intentions are crystal clear. Your desires are crystal clear. How you speak is crystal clear. Instead of being like dancing around and like setting little fires, even if you're feeling upset, it's like, hey, this is really hurting my feelings, and blah, blah, I care about you and we need to talk about this. Instead of being like, yeah, well, it's like you're wasting your words and your energy, right? And you deserve love. And it's like, so to look in will only improve your everything, how you react to things, how you even view things, your perception of things, and your relationships. Also, the nodes are in, if you're like, what are the nodes? The South Node is in Libra right now. The North Node is in Aries. The nodes is kind of the axis where the eclipses occur. So like when, you know, the sun, the earth, the moon are all in alignment for the solar eclipses, the lunar eclipses, that'll be the case until your season, and or maybe longer, I forget, but anyways, it's in that right now. And so this is right now, it's like really the North Node in Aries is like, Aries energy is our North Star, that true emperor energy, that true, like, where are we putting our power? Where are we giving our power away? The South Node is our baggage, and the South Node being in Libra is like how we've shown up in relationships in self-sacrificing ways, and like how we've shown up in relationships in like self-abandoning ways, right? And it's like, I think for you, it's kind of, not speaking the truth out of a need for love and care and nurture and allowing others to help you for once, right? And so for some of you, this card can be about like ancestral wounds, to really, it can be inner child work. So to even, It's really sensitive and emotional and lovely. It's like to even look at photos of yourself as a child or meditate on it, put on sound healing on YouTube, lay down, picture yourself as a kid and be like, I got you. I will never lead you astray. I love you so much. You're so amazing. And to find, I think this is a year for you to finally have fun again, right? It's like we become adults. It's like all of a sudden we're not supposed to have fun or feel joy or blah, blah, blah. Like children, that's just what they are. And that's us. So I think you're at a powerful place. I love you so much, dear Aries. Be the fearless leader you are meant to be. And it starts with love. It's finally time for you to like save some of that love for you and watch how the love that you have to give will only become more genuine, more truthful, more abundant. I love you. You got this.